Good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. What you gonna do? I don't know, but something's gonna grow. It's the Que-stead show. Well, good afternoon. Well, evening actually, because it's almost 5 o'clock. As you can see, it's getting torn down. This weekend is the weekend. I'm going to be getting these crates. I'm through with the tomatoes. Now this one, I cut it down and I harvested. I got a nice big tomato last week off of this. I cut it down and I developed a new flower up top. So I'm gonna leave that for a little bit. That's my determinant. So I'm kind of shocked that I even got that, because indeterminates are the ones that will continue to produce. I'm waiting on my figs to die. I'm gonna move those to the table once I get these crates cleared this weekend. I'm gonna move the figs to the table because I have to wait for the leaves to fall before I take it in for the winter. And it's still growing. Maybe I should take it out. You know, I'm thinking I might have to do that because this greenhouse, it's been staying, you know, you can see it's 65 now in here, and outside it's only like 60. So it's warmer in here and it's getting more sun in here. I was getting ready to cut the loofah plant because, as you can see, it's basically dead. But then look what I find. 4 loofahs right there. And those are loofahs. Okay, and I haven't even looked under the hat there. That looks like, oh, it is. Oh, look, shoot. Well, just killed it. That was a loofah, and it had grown to a decent size. So I'm gonna try to get these 3 here off of that one living vine. I'll see what happens. If it doesn't die off before the first frost hit, or once the first frost hit, then I'm gonna take this thing inside. I'll just cut the dead vines off of it and keep that living one and see if I can put it under the grow light, because I still have a little life in some of it. I think that main vine is still alive, but the ones that had branched out are dead. So I'm gonna get that cleaned up this weekend and get all those dead leaves cleaned off and see what it does for the loofah that I have coming. Oh, I'm hurt about that one that I just broke off. I don't even know why I did that. And this hat is in the way now. Yep, but I'll deal with that this weekend. My strawberries are still going ham. As you can see, I have new runners all over the place with plants. So it's a little too late to root them. So what I'm going to do is, and look at all that. What I'm gonna do this weekend, I'm gonna harvest the cushaw over there. And let me show y'all the cushaw since I'm out here. I have been getting lit up by mosquitoes, but I got rid of them. I had to empty out my rain barrel. Thank God for the spout. I just opened the spout and let it drain all night, and that eliminated the problem. I haven't had any more mosquitoes. But here's the cushaw. I think I'm gonna let it go to this. I'm gonna go on and get this harvested this weekend. And you know, cushaw will last up to a year, so I'm gonna store it until I learn how to cook it. I'm gonna clear this broccoli that got damaged by the caterpillars out of here. I picked most of the lima beans yesterday. I see I still have more babies, but I don't think they're going to mature because we're just too cold now. They might, and we still have Native American summer. And this cushaw plant is barely hanging on. That's why I want to go on and get that cushaw off. Then, of course, I get a new one right there, but I'm gonna let that go. I'm just happy to get the, oh Lord, look at this. Yeah, let me get this off. It looked like something got a hold to that. See, I'm gonna take this off today, okay? Because it's still salvageable. Whatever got a hold to it didn't like it. And I bet you any kind of money it was Muley, because I had to stop feeding him because he sat there and brought his little friend here last week. I did film that, but it was on Facebook Live. And I don't want a second cat or a third or fourth, because they run in a pack in this neighborhood. So I had to stop feeding them. So I'll resume in the winter if he's still out there. Okay, how do I harvest this? I'm gonna have to set this phone down because I'm gonna have to twist this thing. Actually, I'm gonna cut the line. Okay, now that takes care of that. Now I'll get that cushaw off. So the cushaw is done, y'all. I'm not fooling with it anymore. I don't know, it don't look like, some might have tried to get a hold to that, but that might have been from that crate, but I don't care. It's a cushaw, okay? And it's big enough because Homestead Heart said you don't have, in fact, she said they tried a smaller one and it was fine. So here we go. I'm gonna have to take a knife once I go inside and get this. Yep. But there's the cushaw harvest, y'all. Okay, so now I'm gonna clean this out now. Oops. I'm gonna have to get my little shovel thing. Okay, goodbye broccoli. And I'm just throwing things and I'll pick it up later. Oh, you know what? Let's see if I got any good lima beans on there. I've got one that's maturing, that's growing lima beans, that one, and then this one right here. Let's see, that one, and then there's one right there. Oh, and then there's one up there. I didn't see those yesterday because I harvested a lot. Oh my God, look at this right here. That big giant one. So, yep, I'm gonna let this lima bean stay. And it's still flowering, but I know that actually we're supposed to get up to 80 on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then we're gonna start going back down to the low 70s again starting next Monday. So, and y'all know my green beans are gonna stay until they are dead, because I'm now getting a bag together for my sister, and I've done good. That thing is filled, you know, quite a ways. And look at there, that one's about ready, but I'm gonna let it grow a little bit. There's one there. I've been picking them every day, but I'm gonna let those smaller ones stay until this weekend, since it's Wednesday. They're not gonna get that much bigger between now and then. And this one I cleaned off yesterday. I don't know if it's gonna get any more. We'll see. But this one, I know this one's gonna produce. Then I made the mistake of mistakes, y'all. I didn't know that crowder peas have to be pollinated once they flower. Mine has been flowering for about 2 weeks. And I guess I got a little pollination because I do have 2 crowder peas right there, but that's it. But then the rest of them, they have some of the flowers have died, but I have more flowers coming. And I figured this weekend's weather will allow for pollination because it's gonna be warm. And crowder peas, I saw a video today that said that they grow good in the fall. This is the patty pan I planted back in late July, 1st of August, and it's flowered. So I brought it out of the greenhouse also. And let's see. I've got 6 new patty pan on my plant over here. Now this is where the mosquitoes are gonna get me. But I've got 6. I'm not gonna show you all 6, but they're all pretty big. In fact, I'm gonna show you one of them. If I can get up in here. There it is, right there. Okay, and then I've got 5 more. Oh, here's some more up here. And those look like they've been pollinated. That's 2 more, so that's 3. Then I've got, let's see, I'm recounting. I didn't even see those yesterday. I just saw the ones over here. Oh, and there's one right there. Okay, that's 4. And I can tell when they've been pollinated because they start growing immediately. And I've got one over here somewhere. Unless something got a hold to it. But I know at least 6. So I harvested peppers again, and I see they're still blooming. So I'm gonna let those go until they stop. Also, okay, back into this greenhouse. Yeah, so the crowder peas are outside now, and hopefully I know I'm gonna get some because I have those 2, but I want enough to make a pot full at least. So there we go with the loofah. Then I've got the figs to bring in the house. I'm gonna let this okra go until it just stops, and that tomato plant. My greens until first frost. And then my cabbage died. Ooh, here's a mosquito in here. And then this weekend, I'm gonna get these strawberry plants planted. So I'm gonna do an experiment. Those runners, instead of rooting them like I did the others, I think I can afford now to do an experiment. So I'm gonna just plant those and see if they take root on their own and come back next year. I'm gonna put them in a spot by themselves so I'll know that those are the marked plants. Okay, so that's about it for today. I have been extremely tired lately, sleeping a lot, hurting. So I haven't been doing much of anything, but I'm gonna keep trying, you know, doing the best I can. My yard needs to be clean. That ain't happening. I told my sister it might have to wait like it did last year. Last year, my yard, I didn't clean it at all. I had to wait until the spring of the year to get all the leaves and everything up. So I might have to do the same this year. But it wasn't that I wasn't feeling well last year. Last year I was feeling good and could have done it, but I chose to fish instead. This year I'm gonna take this one trip on Monday, and that is if I'm feeling okay. And that's gonna be it. Oh, I harvested my potatoes. They were kind of small, but they were bigger than what I had been getting. So I got those. I ended up, out of the 4 seed potatoes that I put in there, I ended up getting 20 potatoes. They're edible size, let's put it that way. They're not huge, but they're edible. So I got those curing. And so that's it. Okay, so I'm gonna get off of here. And you all have a wonderful evening, and may God bless you all. Y'all can tell I'm out of breath now. Plus I'm at my 11-minute mark. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.